Welcome to Predator Solutions. I'm JJ357, and this is the Big Bull Red and the little hook that could. I've spent a lot of money and a lot of time on hooks, searching for the right hook and trying this hook, trying that hook out, and for the most part, most hooks are made very well. There are some bad ones out there. What inspired me to do this video is this little guy right here. This is the Eagle Claw L197 laser sharp circle C hook. Eagle Claw makes these hooks all the way, and this is a 5/0 hook, but they make these circle hooks from an 8 all the way up to a 12/0 hook, which is really a large hook. This hook is phenomenal. We were fishing down in off Mustang Island during June, during Tropical Storm Bill. But we were fishing down there, and actually what we were after were sea trout. And big bull reds are typically not, in my experience, the big bull reds are not in the surf during the month of June, or at least in my experience, what I've seen. And we were using these skinny, lightweight popping rods, wading out in the surf, wading out to the first sandbar and casting into the gut. And the wind, like I said, we were down there during Tropical Storm Bill, and the wind was really high. The undertow was pretty strong, and so we moved up to these big old surf rods like this one here. And just tied the smaller hooks. And typically we use those surf rods to fish for those big bull reds, but we used them and we tied the smaller 5/0 Eagle Claw laser hook. Now we had been using this hook right here. This is the Owner Mutu Light Circle Hook, model number 5114-153. Now as you can see, this hook here started losing its red coating, and it started to get some rust. This hook did not fail. However, I lost confidence in the hook when I saw that it was rusting. So when we went to the bait store, I went ahead and picked up some of these because this is all that the guy had at the time, and I went ahead and bought them. Now, again, we put these on the end of our rigs on surf rods, and we're not expecting bull reds. Like I said, we were out there for sea trout, speckled trout, specks, whatever you want to call them, spotted trout, and tied into some big bull reds. And man, this hook performed. The best part about this hook you can get a pack of 5 of these hooks for $1.50 to $1.75, and they're proudly made in the United States. These hooks are performers, and they did well. We fished the jetties as well. We fished the Port Aransas Pass jetties, the Packery Channel jetties. We fished a lot of areas. We had our best luck down in the surf. Off of Mustang Island, which was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Just to put in perspective, I said that we typically don't use 5/0 hooks for big bull reds. We're typically using these monstrous 10 to 14/0. This is a 14/0 hook. We also use some of these. This is a 7/0 or an 8/0 VMC Nemesis, Great hook. Both of these are great hooks. I did expensive. These owner hooks right here. This owner hook here is expensive as well. It is, I think they're like $350, $379 for a pack of 4. Yeah, a pack of 4. $349, $350, $379 for a pack of 5 of these. $1.50, $1.75. It's a good deal. It's not only a good deal, I mean, it's a great hook. It performed well. Again, our intention was to catch speckled trout, and we were using finger-sized mullet, croaker, and occasionally we caught mullet, but they were in the 12-inch range, and we really didn't fish with those much. Usually we do. When we're down there in September, October, fishing for bull reds, strictly bull red fish, we'll use those large mullet. We'll throw them on ice and use them as cut bait, and we'll break out these big bad boys here and start fishing bull reds. Real quickly, in case some of you may wonder who are watching this video, if you are interested in how we rig for the big bull reds and the trout when we're fishing them in the surf, actually, really, this rig is just used for this rig that I'm presenting to you is just used for big bull reds. I don't use this for sea trout. But like I said, we were trying to fly line on these little bitty 5/0 hooks, some croaker and mullet, ranging anywhere from 3 to 5 inches long, some 6 inches long. We were trying to fly line them out into the gut off the first sandbar. We'd wade out to the first sandbar and then cast into the gut, but the wind was not allowing that. So we didn't want to give up, so we broke out the surf rods and just broke out the big red stuff and started put some of these small hooks on here. Some of these small hooks on these big bull red rigs that we use. This is a pulley rig. Right here. This end that's moving back and forth right here. Right here, this bead. This is a 1/0 barrel swivel. This is tied to the main line that goes to the rod and the reel. This right here, you tie these 5/0 hooks on a piece of leader with the snap swivel. And the reason we do it like this, like I said, conditions change. Maybe your bait is bigger and you need to move up a hook or two, hook size or two. If you pre-tie these, when you're out there, you spend more time in the water rather than on the bank tying your terminal tackle. But that's what we do is we have the hook, leader. This is about maybe 30 pound test line here. Another swivel. This is with a snap swivel with and we use for this part of the line. There's different kinds of snap swivels. Here's this snap swivel here. This is what I think they call a barrel snap swivel too. This one here has a bearing. It's got a bearing inside it. We like to use these with the hooks, and we'll pre-tie a bunch of these 5/0, 7/0, 10/0, 12/0, 14/0. You just never know what size bait you're going to be using down there, so you just pre-tie some and have them ready to go. Okay, so again, let's talk a little bit about the pulley rig. You got a barrel swivel. This is 80-pound monofilament line. When you're fishing for big bull reds, go with clear monofilament, thick, hard, 80-pound, 100-pound, 60-pound mono. or fluorocarbon or something like that. This is monofilament, and we crimp it. We use a crimp here, and these crimp sleeves, this one I think is actually an Eagle Claw one as well. This is an Eagle Claw crimp sleeve. Again, American made. When you're fishing for the big bull reds, use monofilament, but occasionally you do run into sharks, and you may want to use like a wire at that point in time, but let the fishing dictate that. Don't just assume, okay, I'm out here, there's sharks, I'm going to go with the black wire. I don't know how true this is, and in my experience, I haven't really noticed it, but they say that the bull reds are shy to the, are line shy, and that wire leader, they'll be less, well, they're shy to it, and they may not bite. But I don't see how that big old hook there, that's bigger than the wire leader. That doesn't make any sense to me, but I very rarely use the black wire. If the sharks are snapping the mono, then I go to the wire. And why do I go to the wire? Because I want to pull in the shark. Okay, and then this is the weight end of the pulley rig. Again, another Eagle Claw sleeve here and a barrel swivel. This is not as expensive as the bearing swivel that we use to attach the hook, but we use this one to attach the weight. And again, you don't know your conditions out there. Well, most of the time we're using a pyramid sinker like this. This is a 6-ounce pyramid sinker. I think we have a couple of 4 ounces, but most of the time we're throwing 6 ounces out there. If this does not hold, you may want to go to, if that 6 ounce does not hold, we go to these spider weights. And there's all kinds of weights out there, but this is what I use. We use these spider weights here. And this is a 4 ounce. There you go, so you can change it out quickly. Let's say that this doesn't hold. Most of the time this 4 ounce is holding. We have seen occasionally, not often, we have to jump up to a 6 ounce. 6 ounce spider weight. The little hook that could. I was really excited about this hook. We as I run out of 14-aught, actually I will find these only go up to 12-aught, but as soon as I run out of these 14-aught, I'm going to see if I know that they make 14-aught hooks that are very similar to these, and they're just not that model number, L197G. But as I run out of these bigger, more expensive hooks, I'm going to replace them with the Eagle Claw Laser Sharp Circle C hook. Great hook. Very dependable. The little hook that could. Go get you some. Here, guy. And remember, stay frosty.